Good evening. I'm Jared Lere.
And I'm Avi Greenwald with NSPN, and we're live from the cave. 26-11. What'd you think? Jaguars, huh? Pulling off the victory.
Yeah, definitely not what we thought today was going to be at the beginning of the day.
I thought Jonathan Taylor was going to come in and run all over them.
They held him to 8 carries in 18
In the
yards
first
at
half.
the first half.
Ended up with 77 yards. I don't even know how he got that much, but the Jaguars shut him down.
It was an amazing game. 6 sacks, 3 fumbles, 1 interception. We had very few turnovers the whole season, and we got 4 in one game. It was a big defensive battle from the Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence looked really comfortable today. It sucks that it couldn't happen earlier in the season, but hey, if it takes this long, in rookie season, he looked really comfortable. He really made some really good decisions, tucked and ran, played well off the play action. It looked really good. Jaguars took that momentum, and they're going to run with it.
He to answer one of your questions in the press conference, he actually noted that in the college system, he relied on talent, and in the pros, you can't rely on that. And so going into next season, he knows what he has to work on and things that he can do, it seems like, to make himself better. But today just seemed like, yeah, this is the number 1 overall pick. This is why we drafted him.
That's true. It made a good statement. I mean, everybody in the NFL is a professional. Everybody can hit on any day. So absolutely, trying to make himself better and realizing that is a huge step forward for him. I think he's going to do real well. I'm interested to see what will happen with the new coaching system coming in, what they're going to do with his weapons. Are they going to get a wide receiver in the draft at one point, get him some more weapons, maybe a tight end? That'd be good. We'll see what happens.
A lot of things. It's a bright future looking ahead. There is a lot of good things that happened today. Marvin Jones, he had his 4 catches to get his $500,000 payday. He actually could have gotten another $500,000 if he would have made. I think it was 11.
Yeah.
He needed every 10 was getting $500,000. So if he would have reached 80,
that money,
he would have gotten another $500,000.
So what do you think? So they played spoiler. The Colts are out of the playoffs.
They're out of the playoffs, and
Jags still get to keep the number 1 pick.
To keep the number 1 pick. You know what's crazy? I would not have thought that even the Jaguars winning. I was like, okay, well, I guess the second pick in the draft would be okay. And then lo and behold, Detroit, they come in. Aaron Rodgers gets benched at half and actually win.
Yeah, I totally thought that they pretty much had to lose to keep the number 1 pick. Honestly, didn't even think they could win, but they went in there with an amazing game plan. They shut down the running game. I'm telling you, Jonathan Taylor couldn't do anything. Their offense, Carson Wentz, was just flustered. They couldn't do anything.
Look out for these rookies that we just drafted. Andre Cisco, cornerback. He was really good today. Look for Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell. He's had a great season. We've seen him do some work out there recently.
Walker Little.
Absolutely.
Walker Little at left tackle. His 3rd start of the season. Amazing. These acquisitions that we have last year are turning out to be very good. Let's see what we can do with these next year's draft and what they can prove.
Obviously, I want to see them get some players around Josh Allen. Josh Allen obviously is the heart of this defense. He does what he wants when he wants. Are they going to run like you were talking about earlier, the 3-4-4-3? You can put him as a pass rusher in the 3-4. You can put him as a defensive end in the 4-3. This guy's an animal. It doesn't matter who they bring in. They're going to put him in the right spot.
Yep, and it all depends on the coach we bring in. Different coaches have different defensive styles, or they'll bring in different coordinators with different defensive styles. So we don't know exactly what this team will look like next year, but I hope the majority of the players stay. It looks like the continuity is finally built. They actually like to play with one another and have meshed really well this season through the thick and the thin. They've actually molded together to be one cohesive unit, and I like to see what we can do moving forward.
The momentum is there. They got it. They wanted it. They snatched it. They grabbed it. What a conclusion to a crazy season. Obviously, this was a long, grinding season. I mean, gosh, 17 games, 18 weeks.
We hired a new coach, fired a coach, It's
been a crazy season for the Jaguars, but they pulled it together today. Very, very impressive victory. I believe also they scored, is this the most points they scored all season?
I believe it may be, yes.
So kudos to the Jaguars. They pulled it together. I'm proud to see that the locker room was a great place for them at the end of this game, and they can hang their heads high going into the offseason. I'm really curious to see what will happen. We got the number 1 pick.
Yep. And I also confirmed Shaquille Griffin said he was going to bring out that boombox. So
get that boombox out. It's going down in Jacksonville tonight.
Thank you for watching.